Hey, what's up guys, this is Ray Breezee of Lucky Cat Beats, and in today's video I'm actually going to show you guys how to make more trap melodies using Scalar 2. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so I want to shout out Jay Johnson who asked a question. He had a couple questions about Scalar, so I'm going to answer them in this video like I told him I would. And he was asking, I'm still learning how to use Scalar. What was the button that you clicked to change to strumming? I don't know how to work Scalar. When you play the chords on Scalar, after selecting the chords you want to use, does it automatically assign the chords to a single key during MIDI capture? Yeah. So the blinking right here means that you're binded to that chord. So whatever that you play on your piano, that's what it's gonna play. And there's three different ones. So there's A, B, and C. As you start dragging the chords that you like and you wanna play those, then you just go to the C, which is where you binded the other chords that you did. So the strumming, so you just go right here in this little cog icon, and then from there you just press strumming. And then the strumming, you could either make it go slow, make it go up or down, or anything like that. So this will help you guys to make certain trap beats later on in the future, but I just wanted to shout him out and thank you for asking those questions. But let's get to the tutorial. Alright guys, so like I said, I'm going to just show you guys the scale that I use. The scale that I use is called C Phrygian Dominant Scale. I'm not sure what that means, but you could just go find it right here, just type it up. And then when I went here, I pressed the B to bind my keys, and then I figured out what sounds I wanted. So what I practically did, I just played the D, and I just drag each one of those here, and then after that you drag it on, you drag the MIDIs to the whatever instrument that you're using, and this is the intro of the beat. Alright, and then from there, what I practically did, I just copied the MIDIs from here. So I went, hold on, let me close this real quick. So I grabbed the MIDI and I went from E2 and then I just put it to E3 just to give it something different, and this is what you get up here. And so this is for the intro, and then this is for the verse, and then I go back to the chorus, I pitch it down. And then besides that, the cool thing that I've mentioned before about Scalar 2 is that, or even Scalar 1, is practically that you can make, that you could take the chords. So let me just open up Scalar again. So you can open up the chords, and then usually for trap you use triads, just so you know. Some people do use differently, but that's the easiest way to do it. But practically you just go to arpeggios, and then you can change the timing right here. I went to a quarter T note, whatever that means, and then I made sure the pattern went up, because sometimes it'll do it randomly, it'll go up and down. I kind of wanted to be consistent, and let me click on it and then play on it. So on the keys that are already binded right here on C, and then I just play the notes that I want. So let me show you guys. And that's it really for the chords and the arpeggios that I use slash the melody. And then I just switched around different instruments. But when I first listened to this beat, when I originally chose this instrument, hold on, let me go here. Alright, so I was using Cloud Supply, and then I went to bow, and then I started messing around with this, and then I just started playing the sounds. And when I first heard this, it really reminded me of like a JID type beat, and so I was just like, oh, I'm gonna try to make a JID type beat. And usually the hats for him, it's kind of boom bap-ish, but it's not, it's still trap, it's kind of weird. But yeah, so that's what I did for that. So I found these hi-hats on Splice. And then usually the next step is I make the 808s. So let me show you guys what I did for the 808s. Alright, and for the 808, I ended up choosing this one called Metro Once More for the verse. And then I usually like switching up my 808s during the chorus and the verse just to give the beat like a little bit something different, just something extra. And let me show you guys what I used for the chorus. Or actually, let me just play the chorus for you guys. So as you guys can tell right here, I like making sure that the chords, at least for like the previous melody, are lower, because the lead instrument that you end up using is usually going to be on a higher note. So let me show you guys what I chose. So again, I ended up using Cloud Supply, and the sounds that I used for this is called Hanzo. So I just wanted to give the beat kind of like a different feel, kind of like a mysterious kind of feel. And like I said, I just dragged the MIDI chords from Scalar 2. So instead of being chords, I made it into arpeggios, and then I just dragged it onto here. And that's really all that I did. And then besides that, I just added a Vox at the intro, just kind of as a transition. And then to transition into the chorus, I just added a crash. But yeah, the beat wasn't really anything too crazy. It's pretty simple. And when I ended the beat, so usually when you end the beats, you want to make sure that you like, it's interesting, that it's not just that it just doesn't cut off. So what I ended up doing is an effect that I did last time. So let me play it for you guys. I ended up using this effect on Guitar Rig, if you guys are interested in learning about that. And it is called arpeggio delays, and then you can just mess around with the stuff here. But it makes that sort of like reverb sound, kind of like Travis Scott effect. But yeah, so like the reason I did it like that is because you want to grab like rappers' attentions and stuff. So like the intro kind of has to be unique, and then the end has to be unique. But yeah, that's about it for the video. That's how to make trap chords using Scalar 2. That's definitely one way, and I'll definitely be making more videos. Make sure that you guys comment for any questions that you have, and I'll answer them. But besides that, thank you so much for watching the video. This is Ray Breezee of Lucky Cat Beats, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. Peace.